Hello and welcome to Rap Review. I'm your host, Tommy A. My resume has one item, music aficionado. So every episode we take a look at new tracks and classic hits alike to determine what's worth it and if you should listen. This is Rap Review. Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Rap Review. Today we're going to be talking about I Can by Nas. This is one of the most impactful songs in hip hop. In my opinion, it's one of the best songs ever written. It's one of my favorites personally, and it's really just an incredible testimony to what can be done with a piece of paper and a pen. So let's start off with things that I really like about this song. I really like that it's playing Fur Elise in the background. Part of the beat incorporated into it is Fur Elise. It really immediately makes the point that you are not defined by your upbringing and you can be absolutely anything that you want to be. People are born with a mindset that if I'm born in a certain community, like a truck stop, I have to be, a trucker, or that's a weird example, but, I know a lot of people that are born in gas stations and they think they have to continue that legacy, but it's really powerful with lyrics like, you can be anything in the world, in God we trust, an architect, doctor, maybe an actress, It's stuff like that that really drives home the point of this song, that you can be anything that you want to be, even if things are stacked against you, even if systematically you face disadvantages, even if systematically you face oppression, discrimination, racism, xenophobia, sexism, all these different things. His overarching message is that at the end of the day, you can overcome any obstacle that's in your path. And I feel like it's a beautiful thing that this is targeted towards children. He starts it with, hey, boys and girls, listen up. And then the next one is, hey, boys and girls, listen again. This is for grown-looking girls who only 10. It's really good that it's targeted towards children because you learn, in the words of Kanye, you learn what you can and can't do at a young age. Kanye always said his parents taught him that he could do anything, and as a result, he's done almost everything, and there's still so much more that he wants to do. And it's growing up on a message like this that makes extraordinary possible. There's not a good chance that, statistically speaking, that you'll be an NBA player or that you'll be a, insanely successful rapper or anything like that. But that's not to say that you can't try or that you can't succeed, even if you're at a disadvantage height-wise or, mouth-wise. Like Kanye recorded his first album with his jaw wired shut, with his first song, Jaw Wired Shut. And it's a testimony to Nas that all this kind of stuff is achievable. And it's really an incredible message to give to kids, and it's an incredible message to put into the hip-hop world, considering so much of conscious rap at the time was based on, you can't do everything, and the odds are stacked against you, and there's a chance that you'll never succeed, and it's the system's fault. That may be true, and it may be the case that in your specific life, things are definitely stacked against you, but it's beautiful that Nas wants to tell children that you can overcome the system, and you can beat it, and you can, in the music video, he's got kids of all different races, colors, creeds, religions. I don't know about religions, actually. It's too young to tell on children usually. But all these different things coming together, and he's trying to give the message to the whole world. Even though specifically in the song he mentions people from Africa. There are empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get books to learn from black teachers who taught Greeks and Romans, Asian Arabs, and gave them gold when. But it's a really beautiful song, and it really drives home the message that people who are put at disadvantages don't have to follow the system that makes them, or that gives them those disadvantages. And for that reason, it's one of my personal favorite songs. For that reason, I think it's one of the most important songs ever written in hip hop, and it really inspired a lot of people moving forward in the genre to do more important work, or what you could argue is more important work in the genre. And it's really incredible that it was written to such, not only the message was strong, because there are a lot of hip hop songs that have strong messages, it's that the lyrics are so succinct and everything flows so well and his imagery is impeccable. He gets to the heart of issues insanely quickly. His bars aren't 32 bars, sometimes like they have a refrain, it's a catchy song. It's not like Mos Def or, other conscious rappers that would just have, 128 bars and then that's the song. Not trying to diss Mos Def. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time, but it's insanely catchy, and for that reason, it's insanely playable on the radio, and it got such mass appeal because of how catchy it was, and as a result, it spread like wildfire. And I think that's one of the main draws of the song is that it's incredibly succinct, and that its imagery is incredibly powerful. You look at one of the lines here. Young boys, you could use a lot of help, You thinking life's all about smoking weed and ice. You don't want to be my age and can't read and write. Begging different women for a place to sleep at night. Stuff like that is incredibly powerful, and it's incredibly powerful to teach children at a young age, because humans have a natural, in my opinion anyway, humans have a natural struggle, and the struggle is between short-term and long-term benefits. You want to do things that bring short-term happiness. Generally, those things also forego long-term happiness. Generally, those things aren't healthy for you in the long run. Like sitting on the couch all day, eating Cheetos, watching whatever show you want to watch, and teaching children at a young age that the stuff that is worth pursuing is the stuff that benefits you your whole life. It's not drugs. It's not alcohol. It's not short-term pleasures, it's long-term. And to teach that to children, especially through a medium that was so continues to grow in popularity, which is music and specifically hip-hop, is something insanely powerful. And for that reason, it's one of my favorite songs. I think it's one of the most important songs ever written in hip-hop, and I continue to listen to it almost every single day. On top of that, I think it's really powerful that the chorus has a callback and it's children repeating the affirmations that Nas is giving out. And he says, I know I can. If I work hard at it, I know I can be what I want to be. I'll be where I want to be. And to have children repeat that back, there's something powerful about that, because it's almost like he's saying, this is who I'm trying to reach. This is arguably not who will be listening to the song. Generally speaking, it's 18-year-olds or whoever his target demographic was. But to market a song towards children that has such a positive message gives the ability for those older people listening to connect with a younger audience and to connect with their own childhood self, who is like very innocent in that sense. So when a 24-year-old listens to a song inspiring 10-year-olds, he's thinking to himself, if a 10-year-old can do it, if a 10-year-old has the work ethic, then I can too. And so it's almost like Nas isn't directly addressing you, but he's talking to you too. And I think there's something insanely powerful about recalling the childhood of older fans that he utilizes very well in this song. And so for that reasons, I've said it 100 times that I would definitely recommend this song. If you haven't heard it, I would definitely say that it is one of my favorite songs of all time. Anyway, this has been Rap Review. I'm your host, Tommy A. Thank you very much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like. Tell me what I should review next. That's not a platitude, by the way. I'm really looking for songs to hear. I love listening to music, and I love sharing that joy that other people have when they show me a song that they really like. And so thank you very much for listening. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next episode of Rap Review. Thank you very much. Bye.